Here's the thing. Have you heard of this topic? What?
No, I'm just saying. You go first. I have a funny story.
No, tell me your story first.
Well, Venmo. I used to go on Venmo, and I would change my profile picture to a girl, and with like a selfie going like this, and then always like a hot girl, and then I would go just type in random names, and I would scroll through and request like $2 from like 1,000 people.
That's a great strategy. Did it work?
Yeah, I mean, it only worked for one person. But
how much did you request from?
Just $2.
You should up it and request for 50 because that guy probably would send $2. He probably sent 50.
Probably, yeah. And I just said like, oh, hey, like I was like, hey, cutie, send me $2 and I'll give you a surprise.
Is that a scam or is that?
I mean, no. I honestly, he got what he paid for.
You got what he paid for. You didn't promise anything. Oh, you did promise.
I sent him a titty pic.
Oh, you promised a titty pic. Okay, that's weird.
Well,
that's where cross the line into
No, it was fair because he paid and he got what he paid for.
Damn, Harrison, that's an interesting hustle.
It worked.
Wow. Did you keep trying it? I mean,
eventually I gave up because it only worked for like every 100 people that I contacted, one would pay.
You could do numbers if you bumped it up to like if you got a bunch of kids like to
an entire business of scamming
requesting dudes,
horny dudes.
Well, I feel like that's like the whole
send feet pics,
OnlyFans kind of model. Which
it's good for money.
Not to go down that rabbit hole,
society.
But I found out today that like, dude, Charlie Sheen's daughter and his ex-wife both have OnlyFans. That's weird for so many reasons. But first off, it's like that's just a cop out. Like you can monetize on your likeness and your image in any way.
That's good for like the average no-name hot
even
girl,
then it's a cop out. It's like there's better ways to make money.
I think
maybe not quicker ways, but there's better ways that
they can do it. But at the same time,
but Charlie Sheen's daughter, like I'm like, come on, like
you've already got connections.
Yeah, like what do you do?
Be a Hollywood actress. You don't need to be.
You just want to be. You just want to do that.
You don't need to be a freak on the internet.
Yeah, no, that's a choice. It's a very clear choice, and anyone who does it, it's a choice. I don't think it's ever out of desperation. Well, I'm sure it is, but there's other options.
It's
anyways,
kind of like the modern day, like a girl
prostitution
doesn't need to be a hooker anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Be an internet hooker.
It is the oldest
profession
in the world. But we went too far down that rabbit hole. But yeah, Venmo requesting. So my point was being
where
like,
are we going with Venmo?
Okay, so I see on TikTok a lot of these people, they go and they talk about it's weird, right? So they say some girl comes up on my TikTok page and she's like, yeah, you want to know the thing about these people who are. You'll go out with your friends who have like rich parents or wealthy parents. They don't pay for anything. It's like college students. But then the minute that they cover you for something, they request a Venmo. And they're saying, and then the girl's like, oh, they're grifters. They're grifting from you. Their parents pay for them everything they do anyways. But like, okay, so why would you feel entitled to not pay them back because they're rich kids?
Okay, she sounds like a retard.
She sounds like a retard is what I think.
She thinks she's calling them grifters
I know.
for treating you for dinner.
She's calling them grifters because they expect her to pay them.
You're the grifter.
You're the one who's looking for
you're looking for a free meal
because
they're rich.
They're rich. Like you have it ass backwards. And I was shocked by the amount of.
She thinks that since your parents are wealthy, I shouldn't have to pay you back for anything. That's just fucked up.
And I was shocked by the people in the comments section who were agreeing with her. Wow. They were like, yeah, they always do this. It's the worst. It's always the ones who have money. It's like,
oh, how dare they request me to pay them what I owe them? God, like
they're not poor because they don't request people on Venmo. If they're probably doing something like your strategy there with the requesting $1,000.
I did too.
For random people.
But if you did, if you did like enough people, you'd probably find somebody who would do it.
It'd be better to send it out to like 1,000 dudes at once, requesting a higher amount of money because then you get one dude who will send it. Well, but actually, that's just like love scamming. That's like an actual scam, Harrison.
Honestly, it's not even a scam because I Googled a picture of a girl and I sent it to him. That's
wow. Okay. It's a textbook African scam. It's not a.
What do you mean African scam?
Like the guys in Africa who scam. Like the guys in Africa who send like they're the prince or they're like they.
Oh, when they're like, you're the prince. The prince of Nigeria requests.
Like the woman
wants to give you $5 million.
Like the woman in some woman was just convinced she was talking to Brad Pitt for a year and she sent him over $800,000. That's sad.
That's sad.
But it's horrible. But she kind of deserved it because she broke up with her husband.
Okay. Well, okay. So, why would Brad Pitt, who's worth $500 million, request any money from you?
Delusion. Also, I mean, but yeah, the Venmo requesting thing.
Sounds like.
I think that like, you're not entitled to other people's money just because they're rich, obviously.
No,
but like,
of course not.
Why would you get on in TikTok and start yapping about how
this girl showed her face and everything?
Yeah.
So she truly believes she's right.
She actually believes that like she doesn't have to pay her friends back because their parents pay for them.
She's a fucking moron. It sounds like.
I thought that was really weird and worth talking about.
Wow. Just because they're rich means that anything that they buy for you, you're not entitled to pay them back for. How does that sit well? How do you sit well with that? Like,
Makes no sense at all.
sounds like a nut.
But when you're Venmoing, so like if you
It's
go
almost
out, I
like
mean,
they're rich, so I'm entitled. I'm entitled to free dinners from
you
you
know,
because
actually,
wealthy.
you're the worst person to talk about this to because you owe me $75 that you
But
still
I
haven't
still
paid
don't have
back.
money.
You do owe me money. You're refusing
No,
it.
let's
But
ask the internet. So if somebody who owed
wait,
you
hold on.
several hundred
No, no,
dollars
no, no, no,
worth
no,
of
no,
oh,
no,
now you don't
no,
want to
no,
go
no.
into it.
Whatever. We're done
If
with this
somebody owed
topic.
you
On to the
several
next
hundred
topic.
dollars worth of drinks from bars and stuff, and then all of a sudden they pay you, they give you $75. Do I owe them any money? No, they just owe me
Hold on.
less.
Let me give you the. Let me talk about the situation surrounding it.
That
Let
was
me give you
it.
more context. No, no, no. I had only offered because I knew that I owed you money, and I was like, I'm not getting stiffed here like I stiffed you. You need to promise me right now that you're gonna pay this money back because we were out for our dad's birthday. And he said, yeah, I'll pay you back. I said, okay, then I got you covered tonight because he didn't bring cash to dinner. So I said, I'll cover you, but you Venmo me money. I covered him, and I was very cautious to get a yes, I'll do it from him. And then he remembered that I owed him money, and he then didn't give me the money. So I think that's a foul, low move on your part.
No, when you owe me over, say, $200 plus years and years worth of
All right, it's not
dad's-
that. Actually, it's not that much.
I did the Venmo.
It's not okay, but
It was
still,
like $40 for drinks, like 5 weeks.
yeah. But
in a
you
row.
weren't
Like,
supposed to catch on to that. You were supposed to just give it to me. No, but the like, do you think that
all right,
like I'm at a point where like
Quinn, you
do
just.
you Venmo request people though, or do you like
I haven't done that in years. I did that thing for like an hour.
no,
And
no, no.
I
I'm saying,
scrolled
do
through.
you Venmo like if you go out with your friends and like they cover your McDonald's? Do you Venmo? I know you personally do Venmo request. What do you think though if you were to? I don't. I have no problem covering friends every now and then. Like I get you, you
haven't-
got me. I don't like to be
We,
cheap
we
about it
usually split the check.
or split the check. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, a lot of times what my friends will do, one of them has a card with them. They pay for everything, and then I'll Venmo them.
Yeah, or they just
And
pay the next
they
time.
don't need to request though, because like I'm not about to have them out $100.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And where each of us have to Venmo say
Oh,
15.
Yeah,
So
if it's a lot of money like that, then it's always important. Like I always make sure to pay
everyone
my bills.
pays basically immediately on their phone, and one person puts their card out.
No, what I'm saying
It's
for like for small purchases, would you be a haggler about like oh Venmo me, or is it like don't worry, I'll get you next time.
Oh no, for small things, I don't care. I mean,
Don't worry, I'll
me
get
and
you next
one
time.
of my coworkers, I asked him one time to pick me up a Monster, and then instead of that, I'm like, okay, how much do I owe you? He's like, oh, just get me next time, and then I
Yeah.
get him a Monster next time.
Yeah, that's how I think. That's how
I
I
don't need
kind
a
of go
nickel and
about it.
dime it. Just buy each other, do a favor when you can.
It's not like a big purchase. Yeah, that's my opinion on that.